Hey, fatty! To start tonight off, I'm just going to rant a little bit about diabetes, and then I'll just start answering questions as they come in. So, we're going to talk a little bit about type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes is a fucking scam. So anybody that I coach that has type 2 diabetes, the fucking protocol is identical. Essentially, I get them to cut the fucking meds cold turkey. They start fucking fasting. The only med that sometimes I won't get them to cut immediately, but it can basically be cut within like a day or 2 days, is a high blood pressure med. So if their blood pressure is like, I'm talking through the fucking roof, all they do is they stay on that med for a little bit until the blood pressure comes down to normal from the fasting, and they fucking cut the med, okay? But type 2 diabetics, essentially, they fucking fast exact same as everybody else, drink fucking snake juice the same as anybody else. Usually the type 2 diabetics, they'll obviously have a high blood sugar issue. That's why they're on the fucking meds in the first place, because that's the only way that doctors know to handle type 2 diabetes, which doesn't fix fuck all. They just have them on meds to try to bring down the blood sugar, because having high blood sugar constantly will fucking kill you and make them chop off your fucking foot, okay? So, basically, the blood sugar is going to be higher than normal when you cut the fucking meds. But then what happens is the blood will clear, okay? It'll clear out. So all that blood sugar, eventually your liver's using up glycogen, and all that fucking sugar will get used up eventually, and eventually the body will get into fucking ketosis, just the same as anybody else, and then you're good. And then at that point, the only thing you gotta even watch at all, it's never an issue. Usually it's never an issue, sometimes it is just watch if the blood sugar gets too fucking low. Now that being said, blood sugar isn't low until you get below like 3.3 millimoles per liter or 60 milligrams per deciliter, contrary to popular fucking belief by your idiot doctor. Okay, if you're in the 4s, you're fine. If you're having withdrawals and you feel dizzy, it's because you're a fucking food addict, not because you have low blood sugar. Your blood sugar's fucking fine. Unless your blood sugar drops below fucking 60 milligrams per deciliter, you're fucking fine. Okay? So, basically, that's how I deal with type 2 diabetics. Cut the fucking meds cold turkey, get them fucking fasting, tell them to fucking keep an eye on their blood sugar in case it dips a little bit low, and fucking continue fucking fasting. It's that simple. Eventually, all the sugar will clear out of the blood. It'll force ketosis. They'll get into fat burning mode, and they'll feel like a fucking $1,000,000, and their liver will start healing up. Okay, let's answer some of these questions. What number is through the roof? Well, let's say mainstream average where you're good is like 120 over 80, right? 120 on the fucking high pressure side, 80 on the fucking low pressure. So, like, super high, I know when I worked as a fitness trainer, we had to get people to give us a doctor's note if they were over 144 on the high end. So there was that. So 144, and then the bottom end can get really low. Like, I've been like 114 over 62. So the way it works, if you don't know anything about blood pressure, here's how fucking blood pressure works. Basically, the high number is milligrams of mercury, and that's the pressure when your heart contracts. Okay, so it's going to be like, say, if you're 120 over 80, on the top end, you're 120 millimeters of mercury, fucking pressing out of your main artery. And then on the bottom end, basically when your heart relaxes, that's the pressure when the blood comes back into the heart. Okay? That's it. That's how blood pressure works. So essentially, if you're fucking over, like here's somebody that mentioned they're at 150. Even then, like if you're not super active, here's the thing. High blood sugar will actually cause high blood pressure. I've had so many people that have cut the fucking, as soon as they started fasting, because your fucking blood's like syrup. Like, I've had people that have had blood sugar levels up to fucking like 400 and shit. Okay, like type 2 diabetics, or like literally their blood is like fucking goddamn fucking Aunt Jemima's syrup. Okay, as soon as they start fasting, you'll even notice your blood will actually get thinner. You'll feel it if you poked a fucking hole in your finger and you're deeply fasted and you're in ketosis, your blood will be like nice and thin compared to when you're fucking crazy high on you had crazy high blood sugar. Okay? So, one lady I helped specifically, her blood sugar was pretty high. Like she was on a blood pressure med and she was off that med. So one day she got a hold of me. This is still when I was phone coaching people every day. She was at work cutting hair. She got a hold of me and said that she felt lightheaded. And we were good for like 3 days. And then on day 3, she felt lightheaded. And then we're like, well, did you check your blood pressure? And her blood pressure is actually lower than fucking normal. So then, it's like pretty simple then. It's just cut the fucking blood pressure meds. And her blood pressure was fucking flawless. And she was irate because the fucking idiot doctors had her on the goddamn blood pressure meds for fucking 6 years. And all she had to do was start fasting and she was off her stupid fucking blood pressure meds. Let's see here. Okay, here's a question. These medication questions. So, what about bipolar meds? I've been hospitalized for several manic episodes. Here's the thing. Any of these meds, were you taking them when you came out of your mom's womb? Were you bipolar then? No. Okay? Fasting will fucking fix your problems because here's the thing. The only reason you're bipolar or you have ADHD, which is a made up fucking crock of shit, the only reason you're going through these problems is because you're fucking fat, you fucking eat too much sugar, you eat all fucking day long, and you're fucking stressed out, so your hormone levels are fucked, and that's why you have these problems. See, all they're doing is treating the fucking symptom. Soon as you start fasting, your fucking hormones normalize, you feel happier, you're losing weight, you're fucking like, you feel like you're in euphoria because you're in ketosis, then the meds, you don't even need them. See, this is the thing. This is why I say cut the meds fucking cold turkey. Soon as you start fasting, make sure there's somebody there with you so you don't fucking hang yourself if you're that worried about committing suicide. And get through a 72-hour fucking fast, clean that shit out of your fucking system, and you'll be fine. You'll be fucking fine, okay? Any of you people that have had a problem going off your meds in the past is because you weren't fucking fasting when you did it before. Okay? Soon as you're fasting, it gives it a whole different fucking angle. Okay? You weren't fasting. This is why people that say that they can't chop meds cold turkey, I boot them out of the fucking group. Because what are you going to do? Let's talk extremes. I always bring up the extremes. If you were a heroin addict, you can't ease a heroin addict off of heroin. You can't do it. You gotta do it cold turkey. If you can do the extreme case cold turkey, I'm pretty sure you can do your fucking situation cold turkey with fucking fasting. You throw the heroin addict in a padded room and they fucking fast. This is also how you beat epilepsy. This is exactly what they used to do in the old days with epileptics. They'd fucking lock them in a goddamn room because they thought they were possessed. And the fasting would fix everything. You can cut your bullshit fucking meds cold turkey soon as you start fucking fasting. Have somebody there with you so you don't do something stupid. And soon as you get through the withdrawals, you'll be fucking fine. There's 1 million people I've helped that have done this. Can I fast prior to an MRI with contrast? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm not sure what you're asking there. Why can't you fast before an MRI? I know, here's one about birth control. Sarah says, I know I need to stop any meds, but what about birth control? Okay. Well, you gotta make up your fucking mind. Either you can get the best results, or you can't. Okay? Anything that's foreign to the body, this is what I preach. Anything that is foreign to the body should not fucking be there. So I don't care if you have a copper IUD. It doesn't matter. Since when should we have copper in us? You know, even me, I got a steel plate in my fucking ankle. And I'm still just waiting for the day that it's going to give me some problems because my body will start trying to reject it from the fucking fasting. It hasn't yet, But that's the only thing I worry about is this steel fucking plate in my goddamn ankle. Okay, so you got to make your choice. Now, lose the fucking weight. Focus on the weight loss. We all know that we can lose weight extremely quick. Why can't you just take fucking 2 months out of your fucking life and lose the fucking weight and fucking keep the penises out of your vagina like I said before? Tell your boyfriend to fuck off. Tell your boyfriend you'll be way sexier. Just fucking lose the fucking weight. Okay? Hold off. Like, you have to be pretty overweight. If you're getting hardcore with this shit, you have to be very overweight to not hit the best version of yourself in 2 fucking months. There's not one person, if they're not slacking, that can't lose fucking 60 pounds in 2 months. There's not one. Even, like, if you can't lose 20 fucking pounds a month, you're slacking, you're fucking the dog with the fasting. 20 pounds should be a minimum. A minimum. If you're not hitting a 20-pound fucking mark in a month, and I'm talking if you're way overweight, if you can't cut 20 fucking pounds a month, you're fucking being a fucking lazy pussy. 20 pounds is a joke with this shit. 20 pounds is a fucking joke. Okay? So fucking fast the fucking weight off and then fucking readjust your fucking lifestyle afterwards. Kimberly has one about, okay, the snake juice gives me the shits badly, and I have tried many less salts today, no cayenne pepper. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're getting diarrhea really bad, break the fucking fast, restart, cut the salts back. But if you're getting it bad enough, don't try to juggle the salts at that point anymore. Just break, if it's really bad, just break the fucking fast, okay? Eat something that's not going to give you the shits. I've done this with a girl before where I was trying everything. I got her to eat a fuckload of goddamn mashed potatoes. Who cares? It's one big fucking meal. I got her to eat some mashed potatoes. The diarrhea went away. Then we restart. Okay, we restart. Even with Paul. We fasted 15 days. Then we did a 2-day dry fast. His stomach got a little bit fucked up. I don't know what happened with the dry fasting, fucking the liver fucking detoxing, who knows what. But what we did is we fucking broke the fast, barely with anything, some watermelon and some cucumbers and some fucking coconut water. We went 4 days with a tight little window, and then once he felt 100% again, we fucking got back on the fast. How hard is this? Okay, if you're majorly fucked up, break the fucking fast, and then restart once you feel good. And you'll feel good very quickly. It'll probably take fucking a day. Okay? That's because if you've got the shits, if you got diarrhea to the point where you're getting dehydrated, that's no fucking good. Right? You're gonna fucking just be losing electrolytes and you can get majorly fucked up. I don't want anybody to end up in the hospital on a fucking IV. Or end up in the hospital on snake juice, I should say, because that's all that's in an IV anyway. Okay? I got a fucking YouTube video called Birth Control Makes You Fat. Go fucking watch it. Go subscribe to my fucking YouTube channel. By the way, sadly enough, my computer nerd that's helping me with my YouTube channel looks like my fucking language and my content's so fucking dirty that YouTube's not letting me monetize videos. There's like 20 that aren't monetized now. So what do? Tone it down so you're making a couple bucks off a video, or tell them to go fuck themselves and keep saying what you're saying? Obviously, I'm not going to fucking tone it down because that doesn't get results. Okay, let's see here. Alex Dunning, why is it I can run my ass off all day when fasting but almost no change on the scale? Lose 3 or 4 pounds while I'm asleep. When you're sleeping, you'll fucking kick. When you sleep, if you're losing the weight, you're pissing it out. You're only going to lose a certain amount of weight from your breath overnight, okay? If you're cutting 3 to 4 pounds and it's actually everything's accurate, like your scale's accurate and shit, it's fucking piss. Like if I went to bed right now, weighed myself, and woke up in the morning 3 pounds lighter, either I fucking was sleepwalking and took a piss, or I forgot that I took a piss. Because you're not going to lose 3 fucking pounds overnight without pissing it out. It's not magic. Okay? The fucking fluid is the fucking weight. That's what I was... Also, to bring another point up about that, I made a post, yesterday, saying fast longer. Because all you people that keep bitching about holding water, one thing for certain, I've seen people hold water as long as 7 days and the weight did not change, but usually they were fucking something up. They were either on meds, birth control, not getting any sleep. That'll make you stash water because you're fucking worrying too much about weight loss. Or they were eating some fucking calorie-free sweeteners, which could fuck something up. But one thing for certain, if you are not fucking anything up, I don't give a fuck who you are. If you fast for fucking 14 days on only snake juice, you will lose fucking a shit pile of weight. I don't care who you are. You may hold water as long as 7 days sometimes, but you won't hold water for fucking longer than that. Your body will kick that water sooner or later and you'll drop a pile of weight. Also, to bring that up, there was somebody that one of the snake diet coaches was helping that basically was fasting pretty hardcore, and then she went and took a massive piss, and she got lightheaded. So what can happen sometimes this could happen where your body's net pressure, if you got like a bunch of volume in your bowels or in your bladder, you could actually drop the net pressure of your body when you let out this volume and drop your blood pressure enough that it might make you lightheaded for a few minutes. Okay? That can happen. That's gonna be rare. Like, it's never happened to me. But if you're in an unhealthy state of being and, you know, you're in fat burning mode like crazy, so you got all this blood that's in these fatty areas of your body that normally wouldn't be in those fatty areas, then your net blood pressure is going to be a lot less, probably in your your fucking blood pressure going to your brain and shit like that might take a drop if you piss out a whole bunch of piss. It's just an oddball thing. I just wanted to mention it. Yeah, this girl said with the blood pressure, 140/90 is high in the US. 140/90, if you fucking start fasting, your blood pressure is going to drop like a rock. 140/90 is not crazy. Avanthia said 150 is getting up there. I've seen even worse than that. But you start fasting and the blood pressure will drop like a fucking rock soon as that sugar clears out of your blood, because a lot of times people are pre-diabetic. I say people that are just diabetic. If they're pre-diabetic, they're fucking diabetics. And then they just need to fucking start fasting, fix their liver, and their blood sugar will drop off. And their blood pressure will get lower because of it as well. Yeah, you can. So Wendell asks, I've seen some of the snake dieters are heating up their snake juice. Is this okay? Yeah. The snake juice is just salt water. Okay? You can freeze it, heat it up, fucking do whatever the fuck you want. It's salt water. Okay, does the ocean go bad? No. It's salt water. Even the cayenne pepper, if you mixed up a bottle of snake juice, especially if you put it in glass, it'll fucking last for days. I've had bottles of snake juice in my gym bag I was drinking like 2 weeks later in a plastic bottle, which isn't the best. You can taste it when it's in a plastic bottle. Glass bottles are way better. So yeah, you can warm it up. I don't give a shit how you get it in. Just fucking get it in. And also, when people hit me up to ask me questions about the snake juice, if you tell me that you drank a liter of snake juice, that doesn't mean anything to me. Drinking a liter of what? I don't know what the fuck you got mixed in that liter of water. Okay? I care about the volume of water and the volume of salts on the day. I don't, because you could have, who knows how you're mixing it up? Who knows? Like, you got to tell me the numbers. I don't care about the fucking, if you have a liter of snake juice. Doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean a fucking thing to me. I need to know the volumes. You got to tell the other coaches that too, so they know what the fuck's going on. Also, just to bring up the salts, remember, if you're using any of those like half salts or like the low salt, like the ones that are a 2-in-1 where they have potassium chloride in them and sodium chloride, remember that the word salt means sodium chloride as a whole. Okay, salt and sodium or salt and potassium is not the same thing. Okay, we're talking the whole molecule when they say salt. Example, 1 gram of sodium chloride, so let's say 1 gram of your, quote unquote salt, like your table salt, is going to be about 40% sodium. So obviously, It's not the same thing, okay? So make sure you know the terminologies when you're trying to do the fucking math. Does that make sense? Sodium chloride is salt. Sodium is just sodium, okay? Let's see here. See, here's another question. So Raylene, she asked again about heating up the snake juice. Does it hinder its effectiveness? The snake juice doesn't help us lose weight. The fasting is what does the fasting is the magic. All as the snake juice does is makes it easy to fast for long periods of time so we can get optimal fucking results. Okay, the snake juice is no magic fucking trick. The example, dry fasting, sitting on your ass, you'll burn just as much fat as you would be drinking snake juice. But the cool thing is that because you're drinking snake juice, you can go exercise, where dry fasting, you can't after a couple days because you'll be taxed. And then you're just sitting there basically trying to heal whatever it is, feeling like fucking shit. Dry fasting, you're eventually going to feel like shit. Snake juice fasting, you can go fucking weeks, and once your body's getting clean, you can go for weeks and feel great. That's the difference. It's the fasting. All we're doing is we're just keeping the electrolytes that you need up. We're doing the bare minimum. We're doing the bare idiot-proof minimum to make fasting a fucking joke for all you so you can get fucking shredded and fix every health issue fucking you've ever thought of. Okay, here's one. Kristen Cooper Cole, I'm aiming to win thyroid cancer naturally while breastfeeding. Can we talk? Yeah, private message me for some help. I'm going to bring that up too. Fuck. I got fucking pissed off. This girl I was helping, she's smart, okay? And she has a bit of a nutrition background. And she's open-minded, and we got her uncle to do some fasting. And he just got diagnosed with fucking throat cancer a month ago. And he's got a good 40 pounds on him, so we could make him fast really hard to try to kill this fucking cancer. But of course, his fucking friends fucking started getting him scared and telling him he should get chemo, blah, blah, blah. And now he fucking quit fasting. Because now if I was living with him or if I was there, we could have maybe kept him motivated. But it's fucking hard. You see, we're dealing with these fucking pricks that fucking push this shit. And guess what else? So they're going to get him on the chemo, and they told him to eat as much as he can. Like, fuck me. This is what they tell you? Like, all he had to do, he had 40 pounds. He needed to fast his fucking balls off. We got him through like a 96-hour fast. He was feeling great. He was losing fucking weight. All he had to do was keep fasting, and that fucking throat cancer would have started to fucking disappear. But now, he's fucking going to be on the meds, and fuck his immune system all to fucking beat hell. Okay, let's see here. Faith asks, is just meat okay for refeeds? No! Fuck, if anything, keep the meat source tiny. Okay, tiny. Vegetables, we do not want you to fucking getting constipated. Plus your refeed should be happening like fucking never. You need to fast as long as you can. I always tell you this. Watch my YouTube video on fucking refeeds. And it says, I've learned in the last couple of years, is that our bodies use meat with very little waste. Yeah, don't listen to anything you've ever fucking read. Okay? Fucking vegetables. I'm like the biggest meat eater you ever known in the past. Your body needs so little protein, it's not even funny. People think you need all this fucking protein. You don't need shit. Very little. Very little. It's funny because I'll talk to some of these girls that are like, competing in bikini and shit, and they're literally pounding back double the protein I am. And I'm fucking twice their fucking size and fucking 3 times as strong. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, we don't need a bunch of fucking meat. We need good, clean, fat, fucking fatty fucking meat. Okay, chicken breasts are fucking trash out of the fucking store. In moderation, you can have some chicken breasts, but you want fatty fucking meat. You want cholesterol and a pile of fucking vegetables. If your goal is to cut weight, when you refeed, you want to be eating fucking vegetables, keep the carbs low. Now, if you're fucking fasting 7 days at a time, at that point, you're fasting so long that I don't even give a fuck if you eat some fruit. But if you want to get best results, fast as long as fucking possible until you're literally dying of starvation and then fucking refeed. Carson says warm urine tastes good too. I usually drink it cold, buddy. Here's one. This is a good one. David Moore. I'm on 13 different meds. Holy fuck. Cholesterol, heart, blood pressure, insulin. Okay, if you aren't a type 1 diabetic, you could cut all this shit, like we just said. All this shit. Now, unless you have like a stent, unless they have like hardware in your arteries, the cholesterol fucking med, what's that? Like that statin just completely fucks you. Gives you like no libido. Okay, it's not the cholesterol that's the fucking problem, I tell people. It's the inflammation that's the problem. You need to fix the fucking problem, which is inflammation. Inflammation caused by high insulin 24/7 from fucking eating too much, stress, and fucking being a fat ass. Okay? Once you cut the fucking inflammation, you can fucking pound fucking cholesterol. See, cholesterol I got a video on this. It says, I forget what I called it. Breaking something about the cholesterol myth. I think I might have just called it the cholesterol myth. Cholesterol and calcium will come along to try to heal your fucked up arteries because all the fucking inflammation, and that's what causes the issue with the clogged arteries. It wasn't the cholesterol's fault or the calcium's fault. It's your fucking inflammation. And also when you have high blood sugar all the time, that just hardens the fuck out of your arteries because you might as well fucking have sandpaper in your arteries when you're a type 2 diabetic. Okay, that's how bad. Why do you think they want to keep your blood sugar down? Because having high blood sugar all the time just destroys your arteries, especially the small little fucking blood vessels that's why people go blind, and that's why you get your feet and hands chopped off. Like, this is it. People make this stuff so complex. This fucking stuff is simple. Simple. If an idiot like me can figure it out, so can you. Okay, I didn't even take biology in high school, for fuck's sakes. I was the valedictorian, but I didn't take biology because I'm not such an idiot. But anyway, anybody can figure this shit out. And like Joe said here, too much meat will fucking make you constipated. That's the number one thing. We don't want you constipated. That's what made me come up with that 4-to-1 ratio, because I was having good bowel movements, and then one day I actually weighed my vegetables versus my meat, and guess what? It just happened to be 4-to-1. So that's how I came up with that 4-to-1 ratio. It doesn't even have to be 4-to-1. It could be 5-to-1. You could even eat more vegetables for all I care. But that's how I came up with that. Okay? I just took a look. I was having good, because I was fucking around with constipation when I was trying to eat keto. I was eating like one meal a day eating keto, and I was fucking around with constipation. And then I started cranking up the vegetables. And of course, my carbs went up. No, doesn't matter what vegetables you eat. If you're eating fucking 4-to-1, it's impossible to keep the carbs where mainstream keto would say it's okay. Keto's bullshit. Mainstream keto is fucking bullshit. Okay, low carb's a different word. Okay, this 50 gram of carb day bullshit is a fucking joke when you're fasting. You never need to fucking be that low. You'll still be in ketosis. So anyway, that's how I figured that out. Okay, all the stuff that I'm telling you, I've done to my body, and a million other people have done it. That fucking works. I'm not even going to talk about this one. See, this is the thing. When people say go consult your doctor, like, some doctors are good. The rare ones are good. Rare. But when people fucking chime in on fucking threads like this one chime in right here, talking about the psychiatric meds and shit, saying go consult your doctor, it's like, why am I here? Like, people have created me. It's like, what's the point of consulting your doctor? You know what the end of that road looks like. They're going to tell you the same fucking thing. Don't go off them. They're going to tell you not to fast. So at that point, like, what's the fucking point of even asking a doctor anything? A mainstream general practitioner, what is the point? As soon as your doctor thinks fasting is bad, what is the point? All this, their opinion means nothing on anything anymore. Because their fucking their credibility's shot to shit. Okay? Consult your fucking doctor. Do people not get it? The reason this society's so fucked up is because of our education system. And you're telling people to go consult these people that went through our education system. Not saying that there's not some smart fucking people there and some good science. But the thing is, most of these people are idiots. Okay, they don't know anything. Most of them are dummies, and that's why I get results and they don't. Because this shit fasting fucking works. The first thing they should teach you in first year med school is they should have a whole year on fasting. A whole year on starvation. A whole fucking year. And then they should make all the kids in the class do a 7-day fucking fast. Then they would fucking figure something out. Fuck, they don't even talk about that. God forbid they even say the word starvation or somebody will get fired, for fuck's sakes. Consult your fucking doctor. Fuck. Here's one. I'm on meds for breast cancer, hormone blockers. I've been taking while fasting. Like, you know, and that's the thing, you can always fast, right? But like certain fucking meds are gonna fuck you up. There was this one med this girl took. I was actually talking to the lady that's a friend of mine. She's a nurse. And there's a couple there's Tylenol-based painkillers, and then there's the ones that aren't. And the one type will really fuck your stomach if you take those on an empty stomach. You'll be fucked up. But like, that's why, like, deal with the fucking withdrawals. Another thing too, everything is normal. Okay, people always ask. They're at like 24 hours into their fast, and they're like having some sort of a symptom. Like, there's a million symptoms. A million. They're all normal. Everything is normal. You're fasting. Everything is going to be normal. Okay? Every fucking symptom you could throw at me, I've seen. Okay, especially the main, like, you know, you're going to have like acne, or you're going to have lightheadedness, or you're going to feel cold, or all these symptoms are just normal shit from the fucking fasting. Okay? So don't get all worried. Unless you've at least got through 48 hours, everything you're going through in that first 48 hours is just normal, regular shit. Okay? Normal, regular shit. Now, if you've been fasting for a couple weeks and something out of the blue happens then you should reevaluate what's going on. But that first 48 hours, anything that happens before 48 hours, I don't give a fuck. It's fucking normal shit. Normal stuff. Here's a good question. Kayla asks, do you even shit anymore when fasting? Well, if you're not putting food in your mouth, no shit's gonna come out of your ass. Other than fucking when you fast, things will break loose off your intestines and you will get detox symptoms, like you might shit a whole bunch a couple times, because I have had one girl did like a 30-day fucking fast, and when she refed, like the pressure on her bowels, she just ended up shitting herself like for 24 hours straight. Like she would stand up and shit her pants. She was shitting like just insane. But all that was just old crap that was in her system. Okay? Because here's the one thing, especially with dry fasting, like flukes and like parasites and shit, dry fasting will make them let go of your intestinal wall, and you'll fucking shit them out. Okay? Like that's, you know, when people get like a parasite in their intestines and then right away they're freaking out and because they're feeling fucked up, and then they run to the doctor you can get like a medication. Actually, it was a girl that I know that's a nurse, caught something when she was on a vacation, ended up fucking getting this parasite, and then she took this shit the doctor gave her, and then she shit out like this fucking snake. Like, she showed me pictures of it. It was pretty fucking nasty. Basically traumatized her. And if you can traumatize a nurse, you're doing something pretty hardcore. But dry fasting will fucking do the same thing. It'll fucking actually make those fuckers break loose off your intestines. Because could you imagine in the caveman days, if somebody got a parasite in the caveman days, there was no meds. Obviously, it wasn't like if they had an intestinal parasite, they would end up doing some fasting and they'd end up shitting it out. But also, back then, there's probably a lot less chance of getting fucking sick because the food quality and shit would have been like top notch back when people haven't tampered with everything, right? Do you find that the snake juice gives you what feels like phlegm at the back of your throat? Yeah, you could have that. Like, you know, it's minor. It's minor. Who cares? Like, okay, you got a little phlegm in the back of your fucking throat. Like, who gives a shit, right? It's like, it'll go away. You know, once you're lean, everyone on here watching right now has to remember, once you're lean, you can cut the snake juice right back. Like, I haven't drank snake juice in fucking, 3 weeks. Okay, I haven't drank snake juice in 3 weeks because I'm lean enough that I can eat a full calorie count and I eat enough wet fruit and vegetables that I don't even need to drink fucking water. And my fucking weight stays fucking like clockwork. Every night before I eat, I'm 177 to 178 pounds every fucking night. Every night. Okay? So once you get lean, you can cut back the snake juice, because why are we drinking the snake juice again? To get the fucking potassium and sodium. So then you can get the potassium and sodium from the food you're eating again. Okay? We're still fasting all day, though don't fucking think you're ever not fasting. But what I do is I'm eating a pile of carrots, fucking bananas, you name it, to get the potassium in. And then I'll fucking just salt the fuck out of everything. Like with sodium chloride. I'll put tons of salt in my carrots, I'll salt the shit out of my apple, salt the shit out of the bananas. Like, just salt everything up with the sodium chloride, so that's how I get the potassium and the sodium. But I'm lean, so I can do that. It's a beautiful thing once you get fucking ripped on this. You can do whatever you want. It's the best fucking way of life known to man. Because it's natural, that's why. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, here's one maybe. Alexandra said, I've had a colonoscopy coming up and they said no food for 24 hours prior. I asked them about my snake juice and explained what's in it. And the specialist literally said, that was a smart idea. That's funny. I had a I don't know if it was even a colonoscopy. I had a camera stuffed up my ass. And all I did is they make you take, I took those shit. Having a brain freeze. Those fucking basically little bullets you shove up your ass, and then you just take a massive shit and go. But obviously those aren't good. That laxative's not good at all. Here's a question. I seen this one on the group the other day. And another thing, when you ask questions, don't say, what about this? Ask the question, what's the problem? So his girl Stacy, she said, what about tubes being tied or vasectomies? What about them? It's not just fast. It's not going to affect anything. Okay, you had your tubes tied and you had your fucking vas deferens cut. Okay? Just fucking fast. It's not going to affect anything. Veronica said she's down 87 pounds and wants to drop 40 more. Awesome. That's awesome. Theodore says he's currently at 16% body fat, 180 pounds. What protocol of fasting would you recommend? Doing one meal a day at night and 148 per week? That, and another thing, definitely if you're trying to really cut, really just get shredded, you definitely want to go low carb. If you can keep color on those strips throughout the whole time you're cutting, because here's the thing, if you're not low carbing it, the other thing you're going to have to do is cut calories in your one meal, and that will not be as good for performance. So if you're trying to cut on the meals that you're eating, say if you're eating one meal 6 days out of the week and then doing a 48, you want to keep it low carb to the point. I don't care about the fucking mainstream keto fucking protocol and the macros, but you want those strips to show color all the time. That's the best way to cut, okay? Because you're always in fat burning mode 24/7, not just say part of the day. Then, when you get super duper lean, then reincorporate some carbs back into the meal. And you'll gain a little bit of weight, but you won't gain any fat. It'll just be weight due to glycogen. That's about the best fucking way you can cut. And now for you fat people, ignore what I just said. You fuckers just don't eat anything. Why are you having a hard time moving from OMAD to real fasting? Because you're a pussy. Just kidding. Because OMAD doesn't beat your fucking food addiction. That's why. Okay? That's why OMAD, I made a video called OMAD Makes You Fat. Now, truth be told, if you're eating one meal a day, As far as weight loss goes, if you watch your fucking calories to a T, you can cut. But who the fuck does that? So I just make it simple. I just say OMAD makes you fat. Okay? And if you're gonna fucking try to, this is why you gotta grind through the 48 and get the confidence to get through a 72 and a 96-hour fast. And the other problem is on that fucking stupid OMAD group that woman runs that wrote that fucking book that's just fucking soft as fuck. That's why these people don't get any results. No real results. Not my results. Not snake diet results. That OMAD fucking group, they're just eating whatever they want. They're eating all these fucking carbs. There's no fucking way you're gonna beat your food addiction if you're fucking chowing down all those carbs. You need to fast and you need to grind through it. 48 hours minimum to get into fucking forced ketosis. Okay? Forced fucking ketosis, 48 minimum. Usually, unless you're fucking pre-diabetic or a type 2 diabetic, it'll take no more than 48 hours. Longer than that's because you need to clear the blood, like I talked about at the start of this. The blood needs to clear all that sugar out, so it'll take a little longer for you to get into ketosis. Let's see here. Here's a question from Sandra. Should I stay in bed and sleep? Another thing too, when you're getting tired, like the withdrawals, you're gonna get sleepy. Your body's kicking toxins that you've built up for fucking 100 years or 20 years or however old you are, right? Like, sometimes just sleep. It's not a bad thing. You know, it's another symptom I keep hearing. It's like, I'm tired, I just want to sleep. Well, fucking sleep. Let your body fucking heal. Don't waste energy doing other shit. Because you gotta understand, you got like liver damage, for fuck's sakes. There's like damage to your body that you've caused that can be healed, but you need the rest. You need to fast and fucking rest. Let your fucking body fat fuel you. Drink the salts to keep somewhat feeling decent, unless you want to get super hardcore and dry fast. But that's what you need to do. You need to fast and fucking rest. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Snake Diet. If you took even 5 hours to watch my fucking videos, even the ones in the pinned post, you'll know enough easily to do this. It's too easy. I think the simplicity almost confuses people. It's so fucking easy. Okay? Watch the fucking videos before asking questions. Let's see here. Another thing too I want to mention. You know how you'll get people that are like, I lost a pile of weight eating normal and exercising. Okay, like, I don't care a lot of times how much weight you lost. I want to see if you're fucking ripped. Like, if you're 500 pounds, like, let's say Paul. Like, if Paul goes from 500 pounds to 400 pounds or to even 300 pounds, so he's down 200 pounds, that's awesome. Okay? But we're not even close to where we want to fucking be. I want him fucking goddamn lean and strong. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to stop coaching him just because he's 300 fucking pounds. Okay? I want him lean and strong. That's why these fucking keto people and these 6 meal a day people and all these other idiots, they're always like, well, I lost weight doing this. Here's the thing. There's a girl that got a hold of me, okay, from Hawaii. She has no limbs. She can't exercise. So is your little fucking exercise method gonna work for her? No! That's why these people get a hold of me. Because I handle the fucking extremes. And whatever works for the extremes will work for everybody. Okay? Some people just can't exercise, for fuck's sakes. The fattest people can't even exercise. They can't even fucking move. You get that? That's why I hate hearing people run their mouths about how they lost weight just with normal eating and training. Well, some people can't fucking train. Okay? Fuck, some people can't even afford food. I can get results with both those people. Your little fucking mainstream bullshit 6 meal a day diet with your fucking exercise couldn't even handle the people I fucking deal with. I'm fucking sick of hearing that shit. Here's one. Carson said on my first 5-day fast so far, I did 2 24s beforehand, stayed the same weight till last night, and then pissed out 5 pounds. That can happen. That can happen. See, there should never be any guesswork. If you have to literally piss in some bottles to see how much you're pissing and weigh it on a food scale, you can really fucking see what's going on then. Essentially you're peeing out ketones. Okay? So like, that's funny she said that. Jamie said if we pee the fat out, why would you drink it? Because your body's burning the glycerol. Like the ketone bodies are what's actually being used. A lot of the other shit, the stuff that you're talking about, is getting tossed out in your feces. Okay? The ketones is what you're pissing out in the urine. And basically, those ketones, like if you re-drink the ketones, you're not going to gain weight drinking fucking urine ketones. Okay? But all the other shit, your body, the liver cleans all the fucking actual shit out of your blood. The fucking kidneys just regulate the fucking minerals in the blood. The electrolytes in the blood. Your fucking liver's what cleans everything out. That's why your liver's the first thing to get fucked up when you're fucking eating like shit and fucking drinking too much booze. Derek says, after my 5-day snake juice fast, how should I refeed after that long without food? Seriously, 5 days on the salt water, just eat a fucking meal. Just don't overeat, follow the 4-to-1 protocol. Just eat a fucking meal, eat it slowly, don't overeat or you'll feel like shit and you could be running to the shitter. Okay? See, our bodies aren't as fragile as you think. I used to think this when I first got into this shit, where I was like, oh, we gotta be careful how we refeed and shit. Fuck. And then I realized I did an 8-day fucking snake juice fast, and I literally ate like 3 kilos of lasagna the one morning, right out, like broke my fast with 3 kilos of lasagna. So, now everyone shouldn't do that. I'm not saying to go do that. What I'm saying is that your body's still nice and prepped to take on food because of the salt. This is where plain water fasting fucks you, and it fucks your prep to be able to handle food. Okay, that's the difference. Plain water fasting is trash for that reason, even that reason alone. Saltwater fasting won't fuck you up like that. Let's see here. Here's one from Mari. If this is my first fast ever, can I go longer than 24 or 48 hours? I want you to go minimum 48. If you feel good, keep going. I'm addicted to sugar and crap. If you feel decent at 48 and you're not dying, keep going. Because it builds confidence. I care more about the confidence to be able to do the long fast. Because in the end, if you say for some reason you fall off your purpose, and I'm going to get into this a little bit here. If you fall off your purpose, then you know you have the confidence to do a 7-day fast or a 5-day fast again. If you fall off your purpose and start gaining a bunch of weight. To bring this up, a girl made a good post on the group today. So she was doing long fasts, but then she would, other people have done this too, but then when she would eat like a fucking pig when she wasn't fasting. So she wasn't getting anywhere. And a good way, you need to take your life and you need to break it down into specifics. A really good way to create purpose. So her purpose was she has to look professional now for this new job, or well, I forget what she was doing, but she has to be able to wear certain clothes for this job. She has to be able to sit in these certain seats in these lecture halls. You know, she has to, like, there's all these little things. So that's what you people need to do to keep yourselves motivated. Think about those little details during the day, like, oh, if I wasn't so fat, I could sit in the theater seat better. Or if I wasn't so fat, my car seat would be more comfortable. Or if I wasn't so fat, I would be able to breathe better at night when I sleep. You see? All those things, like take a piece of paper, like right now, and write a list of all the things that would be made better by losing weight. If I wasn't maybe you have skin issues or other health issues. Or maybe your wallet. What about all the money you're blowing on fucking meds? Okay? All those things, write those down, put them on the fucking fridge. Okay, put them on the fridge. Another thing I got one of my buddies doing for holding him accountable is I got him to use the scale feedback system I made up. So that's when you weigh yourself and then you don't get to eat again until you're 1 pound less than the last weight. But we're gonna fucking use 5 pound increments. And he's gonna put his last weight, he's gonna write it in a big fucking marker on the fridge. So let's say he weighs 300 pounds. His last weigh-in was 300. So the next weight, he can't eat anything until he weighs 295 pounds. And then he can eat. But then the next weight, he's got to be down below 290. Okay? You write it on the fucking fridge. Big fucking marker. Like, there's a million ways to hold yourself accountable. One of the other things you can do is just watch my fucking YouTubes. Those will hold you accountable as well. Plus, I fucking motivate the shit out of you. Maybe I need to get them put on fucking tape so you can listen to them in your fucking Walkman. Fuck, how old am I? So you can listen to them in your fucking iPod when you're at the gym instead of your fucking bullshit, fucking addictive music, your soft-ass pop music you listen to nowadays. You need to listen to me yelling in your fucking ear and your workouts will probably be twice as good. Yeah, so Joe says his blood pressure's 190 over 130. Okay, that's fucking terrible. Fuck. Get fasting, Joe! Everyone that sees Joe Leonard on here, bust his fucking balls. He's my YouTube guy. He's my guy that's doing the YouTubes. By the way, all the people that are getting awesome-ass results, what I'm starting to do is I'm starting to hit some of you up. And what we're going to do is you're going to take all your pictures and even some videos, if you want to make some video clips of you in the gym or even you talking about fasting. And Joe's going to take all that shit that you send them, like basically, and he's going to build a video. And he's going to build YouTubes, and it's going to be all these testimonials. Okay? So if you're interested in doing that, let me know. And basically, when you get down to the best version of yourself, you'll have this collection of pictures and shit, and Joe will make a video out of it. Let's see here. Cole, can I eat cinnamon buns during this diet? No, don't be a fucking idiot. Don't ask stupid questions. Fuck. We're serious here in Snake Diet Land. If you want to go eat cinnamon buns, go join the fucking OMAD group. Or you need to join the If It Fits Your Macros group if you're going to eat cinnamon buns. Because you can eat anything on that group and you can eat all day long as you're counting your calories. Fucking joke. If it fits your macros is the biggest crock of shit known to man. As soon as you try to cut doing that shit, you're just catabolic as fuck and lose all your muscle. Here's one from Jeannie. How much snake juice are you supposed to drink when you're over 214 pounds? A lot. That's all you're doing is drinking snake juice and not eating. That's all you need to do, Jeannie, is drink snake juice and not fucking eat for days on end. Lindsay says, someone said to me if you lose too much weight too fast, you can get really sick. Yeah, said the fat person. Fuck. We know that's bullshit. I lost 25 fucking pounds in 7 days, and I was fine. I felt like $1 million. In fact, my skin was flawless. Let's see here. Here's one. Laura says, yeah, the pink salt is making me feel nauseous. I wonder if I can use organic chicken broth, please, and add the no salt. No, you can't. You can't have fucking calories. You can't eat chicken broth. Okay? If you think it's the pink salt making you nauseous, how long have you been fasting for? And cut back the salt. If you're not doing anything, like how much are you exercising? If you're not doing anything, you can go with like maybe 1.5 liters of water on the day and then knock it down to 1 teaspoon of each of the salts. You can't fucking eat chicken broth for fuck's sakes. If I haven't told you to have it, you can't. Okay? How simple is that? If I haven't said you can have it, you can't. Okay? Don't be like, can I have this? Can I have that? No. You get fucking salt water. That's it. Here's one. I'm 5'9" and I know we are supposed to shoot low. I was originally going to go to 130 pounds, but I'm not 100% on my BMI. Don't worry about your fucking BMI. What would you suggest? At 5'9", you're pretty tall. Like 130 pounds, you'd have to be a pretty slim girl at 130 pounds. Okay? So, you're 130. If you hit 130, 5'9", like I'd have to see your body type. Usually 5'9", 130 is getting pretty light. Probably like 138, something like that. But if you're really slim, and then what I'd recommend, if you actually do look okay at 130, you probably need to get your ass in the fucking gym and start pumping some iron. Because you're pretty slim at that weight, at that height. See, Randy says, I'm dry fasting right now. She says she feels like shit. That's par for the course. That's the trade-off. You feel like shit for optimal healing. Let's see here. This girl said she's gone through chemotherapy. One thing about chemo, for all the people that fucking buy into the fucking chemotherapy, the one thing you need to be doing if you're ever even going to do that is fast. There's fucking tons of literature out there saying that fasting is the best thing you could possibly do when you're on chemo, because fasting keeps your immune system cranked up because chemo fucking destroys it. So either way, you always need to fast, whatever the fucking stupid shit you buy into is for trying to beat your cancer. Fuck. Fucking eating is the worst thing, and the doctors are actually telling people to do it. Fuck, these people should be fucking hung. Mary says, have the guy with the throat cancer watch The Science of Fasting on Amazon. Yeah, we were actually talking about that tonight. Cancer cells thrive on sugar. They can also feed on protein as well. The best way is to fast, because then you're not putting nothing in your body. And then when you do refeed, you try to keep it completely just vegetables. Try to keep the protein absolutely minimum and the sugar zero. At what point should I dry fast if you have 40 pounds to lose? Just fucking focus on snake juice fasting. If your main goal is weight loss, fucking fast on the salt water. Because here's the thing. Most of you guys don't have the self-development to handle the swings of dry fasting. Okay? The only people that need to be dry fasting is people that are really sick, that can't do anything. There's no reason to dry fast unless you're really trying to heal something. Or if you're like me, I dry fast every day just for the 24 hours, but that's not going to heal shit fast. That's just something I do because I like not having to drink water all day, and I like eating lots of fluids. I like eating a lot of fluids because I eat a lot of food, so I can use it's like any water I don't drink, I can get that in fluids from food, which keeps me very, very satiating. Okay? So just focus on drinking snake juice. Snake juice and fucking exercise. If your goal is to lose weight, snake juice, don't eat, and fucking get your ass in the goddamn gym. Okay, Sammy asks, I have a friend that got rid of her cancer through fasting for 30 days at a time and coffee enemas. Coffee enemas I do not buy into. I talked about this the other night because they're still you're getting caffeine hardcore into your bloodstream. Why in the fuck would you want that? Okay, why would you want that? It's not natural. No fucking caffeine. Then you're gonna fucking be up all night and then you're not getting it. Your REM sleep goes to shit. Okay, the only time I've given myself an enema was just with warm water, and I just was fucking doing some experimenting just to say that I've done enemas, and I was slightly constipated because I was doing some experiments with food. But fucking, you don't need to do this shit. Okay? You don't need to fucking pump your fucking bloodstream full of goddamn caffeine from coffee. What's a good way to start if it's my first time? You're talking about the fasting? Just start. Get a good water source, get the 2 salts, and start fucking fasting. It's that simple. Just worry about the acids after. Another thing. Don't put the acidic fucking liquids in the goddamn snake juice. How many times do I have to tell people this? The snake juice is as simple as the fucking water and the 2 salts and cayenne pepper if you wish. If cayenne pepper is giving you some trouble, cut it. Watch my poor man snake juice fucking video. I talk about this. Dumb it down to the salts and the water if you have to. Get used to the fasting, then you can start knocking back some vinegar and lemon juice and shit. Keep the acids out of the fucking snake juice. I don't say that for my fucking for my health. It's for yours. It saves your teeth. If you're drinking an acidic solution all day long, your teeth are gonna fucking get fucked. Okay, it's been an hour here. Let's just bang through a couple more. David Moore's a type 2 diabetic. Like I said, start fasting just the same as everybody else. How about gluten? What about gluten? It's fucking junk. Like, fucking stay away from fucking bread, okay? You don't need any of this shit. I told you what to eat. How about gluten? Like, you know, when you ask a question, what do you want to know about gluten? Just fucking don't eat fucking junk. Stay away from fucking carbs. If you're going to eat any clean carbs, you better be fucking ripped. And it's going to be like rice and potatoes. Okay, bread is trash. Okay, bread is fucking trash. Okay, none of this crap. Fucking what about gluten? Fuck. Let's see here. Here's one. I have a hard time sleeping at night as I went from a whole blue sleeping pill to half a pill. Well, the snake juice also helped to get my sleeping pattern normal. A lot of times with the sleep, if you're detoxing, you might have some sleeping issues. Fasting might put you in fight or flight mode at the start. But I actually sleep the best when I'm in deep ketosis. Now, you got to reevaluate your life. Okay, now, were you a coffee addict if you just started this? Because it's going to take a while to get through those withdrawals. Also, your life in general. If you're losing sleep, reevaluate your fucking life. Do you hate your job? Okay? Is there stress that you need to cut out of your life? Is there some person you need to cut out of your life? Okay, you got to reevaluate that shit. Because a lot of times that stress is going to crank up your cortisol and you're not going to be able to sleep worth a shit. What do I recommend for motivating other people to start the snake diet? Karzan says, get fucking results. If they see your results, they can't say shit. Okay? Some 300-pounder telling another 300-pounder to start the snake diet is not going to fucking motivate the other 300-pounder very good. Okay? Get fucking results and fucking show your results on the goddamn internet and fucking motivate people with fucking pictures of results. That's the best possible value you can give. I talked about that today. I talked about, by the way, I'm going to hit this on the head for a minute. People might think that I bust the women's balls more than the men. Okay? Because even today, I made a fucking post talking about basically how fat loss could equal fame and fortune. Because and I used an example of a fat female realtor. Okay? So I said that this fat female realtor, basically if she made a documented transformation, created a massive following for herself, she wouldn't even have to worry about selling houses again because she'd have such a big following that everybody would just be coming to her. They just want to meet her. And she could sell houses if she wanted to, but in the end, we'd be fucking doing talks in front of massive crowds the size of Tony Robbins. So anyway, this girl made a fucking comment on there, and she was being a fucking crybaby, and I told her about it afterwards. The reason I bust women's balls more is because of this. I have a buddy who's got 2 fucking groups on the internet, on Facebook. One of them's called Intermittent Fasting for Men. One of them's called Intermittent Fasting for Women. The Intermittent Fasting for Men group has 100 members. Intermittent Fasting for Women has 12,000. Women run the fucking fat loss industry, okay? That's why, okay? Women run it. Also, if I said fat male realtor, none of the guys are going to care. Nobody's going to say shit. That's what I do. I trigger the fuck out of people to get results. And when I trigger some female crybaby, it fucking makes my shit blow up. And I'm going to be doing it till the day I die. Because the women, they talk more in general. It's just a much bigger deal in the female world. Weight loss is massive. They run the whole fucking system. That is why I use females for example. Not to mention, if you aren't blind and you go through my fucking threads on my group, it's probably 90% female comments. So if I'm getting 90% female comments and I'm getting the most engagement from females, why wouldn't I always use examples using females? Because I'm fucking smart that way, see? I'm fucking smart that way. That's why. I will always bust the women's balls more. Because that's how I get the word out the fastest. It's the fucking fat loss industry is controlled by women. Simple as that. Plus, the obesity epidemic is way worse with women than it is with men. There's more fat women or women that are much more overweight than men. Okay, I've talked about this. I have my reasons why this is a fact. There's a reason why. It has to do with all sorts of shit with politics and other fucking things that are all fucked up in the world today. We live in a fucking first world country with a bunch of fucking crybabies. Anyway, I don't want to get into it. But that's why I will bust the women's balls. I will bust the men's balls too. But if I make a post busting the men's balls, it's not going to get any engagement. Give me a fucking break. I bust a girl's balls and I say fat female realtor. I'll tell you right now, that's triggering shit. God forbid I call the woman fat. You call a guy fat in a post, nobody will say shit. Nobody fucking cares that you called fucking Frank the Tank fat. You know? But if you call that girl Fat Emma, fuck, people will come running real quick. And that's how I help more people. Do you get it? So anybody that's fucking going to be a crybaby about when I use an example using a female is going to be booted out of my fucking group. Okay, let's see. Do I got any more? It's 9:07. Exactly. Dan has a good point. We've consulted our doctors and ended up worse. Now we are here and making progress. What's that mean? Your doctors are full of shit. See, here's a good one. Janan, I think is how I pronounce it. I'm fasting and I'm off my ADD medication and I feel much better, more energy, focused than before, and no headaches or dry mouth, which is a side effect of the meds. Awesome. Okay, awesome. All these fucking things, attention deficit disorder, all this shit is bullshit. It's caused, like I said before, your hormones are fucked up because you don't fast, you eat a pile of sugar, and you're a fat ass. It's that simple. It's not rocket science. Okay, you don't need to have a fucking 10 years of fucking medical schooling to figure this shit out. In fact, it's the person that doesn't have the 10 years of medical schooling that figures this shit out. Because they're open-minded. And the people that go to fucking school are so fucking closed-minded to the fucking bullshit education system that they fucking paid $50,000 for that they won't even humor another idea. They're so fucking closed-minded and useless. Ibuprofen. That was the stuff. Dan just said it. That was the stuff. This girl one time, I was helping her. She had bad headaches because she's a fucking coffee addict. She fucking knocked back that ibuprofen and was fucked up and puking for like 24 hours straight because she took that shit on a fucking empty stomach. Don't fucking ever do that. Okay, guys. If you have any more questions, remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Snake Diet. Make sure you can hit up me or the other Snake Diet coaches for questions. Also, check out my Instagram. It's called Snake_Diet_Wizard. And make sure when you ask questions, I want to see your fucking fat asses on the group. I want to see you putting up those accountability posts. Those accountability posts are awesome. They motivate others so people can really see what's going on in the world, okay? This is real. This is fucking real. There is no sugarcoating this fucking group. This is the real shit, okay? Accountability posts. Get your fat asses up there. Take pictures weekly. Fucking even take some videos. I don't mind if a good video goes up. Don't be a fucking crybaby in the group or I'll boot your ass the fuck out. Spend time watching the YouTube channels. Read the pinned post in the top of the Snake Diet Motivation group. It tells you exactly how to fucking start this shit, okay? So everyone have a great night and get that fat in ya!